We are back for another video on my journey to success. Um, we're back. It is 2025. Last time I made a video, it was last year. I know it's been a minute. I know January is almost finished, so it's been almost 6 weeks since I've made my last video. But we are back in style. As you can see, we've got a new microphone. Um, and I'm really, really excited to see what this year has got in store for me and my family. But for now, I want to talk about the three things that I learned the most, the three life lessons that I learned in 2024. Now, just before I get started on those, I just want to give you guys a quick rundown on the last, very quick rundown on the last 6 weeks. I have been working a lot. I have made decent money of just trading time for money, working for my dad, working for Picnic. And I have been on one of, if not the best holidays of my life with my amazing, amazing long distance girlfriend. And yeah, that completely changed my life, changed my perspective on money, but changed my perspective on family, life in general. And yeah, so I'm really excited to see how those changes are going to impact my life in this next coming year. And I'm going to focus on trying to be more family and relationship focused, because at the end of the day, those are the things that matter the most. I mean, you ask every billionaire, every millionaire that has got the money, but it's a lot of them are empty inside. They have no good relationships. They have no real family. So that's where I come in, and that's where I say, right, you need to focus on being the best, whether it's son to your parents, whether it's husband to your wife, or whether it's father to your son. And for me right now, it is being the best son I can be for my parents and being the best partner I can be to my amazing, amazing girlfriend. So that is really what I have done over the last 6 weeks, and also a lot of planning ever since I got back. And if I've got time at the end of this video, I'll go run through some of the goals that I have for this year. But for now, I want to talk about the things that I learned from last year. We'll start with number one. Put Christ first. Put Jesus Christ in your life and keep him there. Don't lose track of that. Don't lose your idea of him. Don't lose his presence in your life at all. Don't lose it, because once you lose that, you lose who you are. And I'll tell you guys a very quick story of how much that means to me. Sometime last year, when I was going to my grandparents just on my own, my grandfather gave me a book, and it was called uh, Jesus, My Documentary. And it wasn't the Bible, it was just a book talking about the life of Jesus. And it contradicted everything that I had learned. And to know that I haven't been a Christian or a follower of Jesus for very long. So to me, it was kind of not a jab in the chest. It was more of like a confusion. It was like, okay, you guys are all saying that this is wrong, or saying that it's completely different, and you guys are missing the one of, if not the most important part of Jesus' life, the crucifixion. Because that was something that I didn't read the whole book, but it's something that I'd read 75 to 80% of the book, and the crucifixion was not in there. So for me, I had lost that. And one of my one of my anniversaries with my girlfriend, we went to the church, and she noticed without me even telling her, there was something wrong deep down that I just couldn't figure out. And she saw that, and she asked, and I said, "Look, it's just I've read this book, and I'm lost. I'm trying to figure out what the truth is." And something she said to me that I'll remember for the rest of my life is, Stop trying to put science behind miracles. Can't you guys just let miracles be miracles? And to me, that meant everything. You, especially someone who is trying to be entrepreneurial, to do stuff that are completely out of the ordinary. When you are someone who is trying to do stuff that is completely out of what is so-called normal, you question sometimes if what you're doing is actually possible. But once you understand, and once you have the Christ with you, and you have your amazing partner say to you, just let miracles be miracles. Stop trying to put science behind it. And that for me was it was awesome, and it helped me understand and recenter that love for Christ in my life. I understand that he died on the cross for our sins and he lived a perfect life, and he helped guide me through all my failures in business, all my failures with my family, and my failures in my relationship, and helping me be a better partner to my girlfriend, a better son to my parents, and a better person to myself. So the reason why I say focus on Christ to be the best person that you can be is because once you are the best person that you can be personally, you can then love your partner, your family, your friends, your grandparents the best you can, because you are in a state of giving. You have received everything you need. Now you're just giving. Now you're giving and you're giving. So that is what I've really been. So that's why when I say to you guys, focus on Christ and make sure, especially at the beginning of this year, take him day by day through the day with you and see how he changes your life for the best. Now, lesson number 2 is being patient. Be patient with everything. And it's the most cliche thing to say, but I'm going to say it, and it's something that I learned personally. I'm someone who is very do it now, do it now, do it, just do it as fast as you can. But once you understand that it takes time, it takes the failures, it takes the misunderstanding, it takes the frustration for you to learn how to do whatever you're trying to do the best you can to improve or to get to the next step. It takes that level of patience and understanding of saying, all right, I'm not the best at what I'm doing. Let me take a hot second to be like, all right, what can I do to help me understand that what I'm doing, it might not work right now, but I'm taking one step closer towards my end goal, which helps me be more patient. So once you realize how important staying patient is, your life will change, because it's not only just with business, it's with your family, it's with your relationships. It's also, again, it's also really important in business when it comes to dealing with those failures, dealing with those things that you want to run away from, but you just can't, because you've signed yourself up for this. You have to do it, and you have to be patient and understand that not everything is going to work. It's not. Don't know who told you that it's always going to work all the time. It's not. It's quite frankly not always going to work. I learned that the hard way. I failed at, I think, 2 or 3 businesses last year, at least 2 that I can think of off the top of my head. 2. And I thought both of those were going to make me a millionaire. Both. I had plans. Those businesses could have made me $1 million. But they failed. So for me, it's a level of understanding of being patient with the process, not trying to rush the process, and understanding the long game. Everyone nowadays is so focused on the short game, the short solutions, but you guys are so solving a long-term problem with a short-term solution. Focus on the long game and be patient. So that brings me to my next and my third and final lesson of 2024 is focus. when you are dialed in, and this word was, the sentence or this phrase was thrown around so easily last year, but once you are locked in 3 to 5 things, you can almost achieve whatever you want. If you are focused on 3 to 5 things in 2025 and you don't let anything else distract you and you put your mind to it, you can do it. And I can tell you now, I had the same mindset in the beginning of last year. And I can tell you now, the main business that I thought was going to make me my big bucks failed because of one of my partners. It failed. And it's heartbreaking. But you have to have that main focus of like, okay, that failed. The focus is still on achieving a certain goal. The how will come. The how to achieve it will come. Just don't lose track of the what. So I want you to focus on the what, and the how will come. Once you are so focused on what you need to do, you start talking about it more, you start thinking about it more, and your thoughts become your actions, and you can start to manifest them. And will bring you back to the first one that I said, is keep Christ in your life. If you talk to God and Jesus about your focus, about your goals, he will say, right, this man has goals and he's talking to me about it. Let me help him the best I can, because you seeked his help. He's always going to help you. He's always going to guide you. He's going to show you the best way that you can go. But if you go to him and say, right, I need your help, he will help you. Might not be in ways you expect, but he'll help you. But you have to stay focused. You can't one day be like, all right, I need to make money because my parents' relationship is not the greatest, and money will solve that. But then a week later, you've completely forgotten about it. You're scrolling on TikTok and you are that next Friday night with your boys. No, that's not how this works. I've been doing this for the last 3 years, almost 4. I've been doing this for the last 3 years. This whole self-development, 5 a.m., cold showers, you name it. I've been doing it for the last 3 years. And I still have not had my breakthrough. But I can feel my breakthrough is coming soon. But right now, I'm focused on one day at a time and being the best person that I can be so that I can help my loved ones the best that I can. So those are the 3 lessons that I learned in 2024. 2024 was a year that will absolutely be a year that I can remember and reminiscing. But for now, the next focus is this year. And there's one goal that I have, which is to have my first 50,000 euro a month with my new agency. I am currently building, and I have my first client already. I'm currently building my TikTok marketing agency. So what I'm doing is I am working on a 3-month growth accelerator for 3 to 5 clients. I've already got one, and I'm trying to get some more, and to use them as case studies. So from February 3rd, from February 3rd to March or May 2nd, 3 months of focused TikTok growth and growth accelerator. I want to use whatever results I get from that with my clients, use those as case studies, and from there, focus on the business growth, focus on getting leads, systemizing the product, systemizing the service delivery, and understanding how I can grow it the best that I can. So the goal is to start and grow the agency to 50,000 euros a month in net profit. That's a profit that comes to me. Then I want to move to South Africa, to Johannesburg, after I graduate in July in this year. So I graduate my school in July, and in that same July-August period, latest end of August, I want to be out of this house. I want to move to South Africa. I want to be very close to my partner. And from there, start my life. Whether I come back here for a holiday, whether I come back here to give her some freedom, we'll see with that. I have some ideas, but right now I'm focusing on the now because that's all I can control. And I advise you to do the same. I advise you to follow Christ, to be patient with the journey, but also stay focused. And once you focus on those three, you'll have the best year of your life. So go have an amazing 2025, and I cannot wait to see what you guys are going to achieve in this amazing, amazing year. God bless.